The E. David Spong Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes individuals, like the award's namesake, who have performed extraordinary service in creating a positive and lasting legacy within the quality movement and the Baldrige community. This award recognizes the entirety of the recipient's career rather than a singular contribution. Lifetime Achievement Award recipients are credited with changing their world and inspiring others to do the same.
Hello, I'm deeply honored to be receiving the E. David Spong Lifetime Achievement Award. I first met David about 15 years ago when he was deeply involved in the Baldrige program. Today, he's just as deeply involved and committed to the program. And so to be receiving an award bearing his name is both very flattering and very humbling. David, I'm going to put this in a prominent place in my office, and I wanted you to know that it's going to give me a great deal of comfort to know that you're always going to be here looking over my shoulder. I've been involved with the Baldrige program in a number of different ways throughout my career. But if I have a claim to fame for lifetime achievement, it's probably most related to being the leader of the only organization to win the Baldrige Award 3 times. Winning the Baldrige Award requires a great deal of collective energy and commitment. The journey is challenging with a lot of disappointment and failure, but the result is rewarding and exhilarating. In retrospect, our first award was an exhausting sprint. It was a long 5-year sprint, but 3 awards have turned into a marathon where we've had to adjust our pace and our expectations. Our ongoing marathon actually began about 10 years before we even knew there was a Baldrige Award. Our small business was growing almost in spite of itself with our recurring mistakes and failures. We went through a 10-year period of sporadic improvement initiatives, including TQM, ISO 9000, Lean. They weren't all successful, and we weren't particularly good at sustaining improvements. But that did prepare us for the start of our Baldrige journey when I became aware of the Baldrige Award in 2002. Now, I don't pretend to be an expert on the criteria, and I'm certainly not going to lecture a bunch of believers about the value and the benefits. But I will say that operationalizing the criteria is a major challenge for any organization. After our first award in 2006, I was asked many times for advice on how to win the Baldrige Award. And that's when I came up with my 3S answer. Start, steal, and stick with it. 14 years later, I really haven't improved that answer very much, but I have refined the language to maybe sound a little more Baldrige-like. First S is still start. It takes faith, commitment, courage to start the journey. But if you don't start, you'll never get there. The second S is probably better stated as sharing, like sharing best practices and learning. Learning from others is a key part of the Baldrige philosophy. The last S is become sustain, which requires strength and perseverance and leadership. I've been very blessed over the years to meet great leaders who have influenced me significantly over the years. Some of them aren't even aware of the impact they've had on my life. Just to name a few from the Baldrige community. David Smith, who inspired me early on. Matt McGuire, Sister Mary Jean, and my good friend, Paul Worstel. So thank you, along with all the others, for the inspiration, the encouragement, the coaching, the mentorship. I'd also like to thank Al Faber and all the folks at the Baldrige Foundation. While I appreciate the award, my thanks are primarily for your tireless efforts and commitment in promoting and securing the future of the Baldrige program. When we were going through our most recent site visit, one of the questions I was asked was, what are you most proud of? That's an easy answer, and it's probably every organization's most common answer, our people. But as I thought about it later, I've come up with a better answer. What I am most proud of is our team. While the word team includes our people, it also adds the dimension of working together toward a common goal. I've been blessed to work with a group of people that I would describe as regular, ordinary folks, including myself. But working together, we've been able to achieve something very extraordinary. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful to them. So thank you to the Mesa team for putting me in this place today. And finally, I'd like to thank my family, particularly my wife, Pat, for supporting and putting up with me for all these years. I can get a little too focused at times, and they worked hard to keep me properly balanced. Thank you very much, and have a great day.